Are you the type of woman entrepreneur who wishes that they could have a constant stream of clients? Well, in this video today, I want to give you 3 ways that you can actually achieve that. Although, as Roger Staubach, a former NFL quarterback, said, there are no traffic jams along the last mile. It's up to you. I can talk until I'm blue in the face, but it's always about taking action that is going to get you to where you want to be. My name is Gwyneth, and I work with ambitious women entrepreneurs such as yourself to help you recognize and charge what you are worth, to package your expertise into services that are going to help you build your brand, and to put business processes and systems into place so that you actually get the free time that you want, that thing that that freedom that you signed up for when you thought you'd go into business on your own. So anyway, let's start. Number one is all about consistency, but it's not the consistency that I usually talk about, posting on YouTube and Facebook and showing up and all those things. What I'm talking about here is the consistency of your brand, your colors, the logo, the words that you are using, your Facebook banners, your Facebook group banner, your social media headshot, all of those things. They need to give the person that you are talking to the emotion of trust, of like, of repetition. And I know you've probably been there. I've definitely been there. When you put something out, you put an offer out, you're really, really excited about it, and the response to it is diddly squat or almost zero, in a better way of saying that. So why does that happen? Well, it's because human beings learn through repetition. If somebody's not specifically looking for your offer, even if they do kind of have an idea in the back of their mind that maybe it might be interesting, but you're not on their radar yet, according to the statistics, it can take between 16 and 21 touch points. That's how many times somebody sees something for them to actually say, oh, that looks good. Let me see. Let me read on further. So you put something out, you've been working on it for a while, you're really excited about it, you send it out to the world and not much happens. In your mind, it's like, oh no, it was no good, my offer's no good, I'm not good at marketing, all that negative stuff, that chit chat starts happening in your head. But that's not the case. It's simply because the people that you are talking to, the people that you've been sharing it with, they just haven't seen it often enough. So to build up that emotional connection, it's not just about the frequency of you posting. It has to be between 16 and 21 times for that, those touch points, so that people acknowledge that you're there. But it is very much about your branding, the colors. Now, when it comes to color, I would suggest that you use no more than 3 colors in your branding, in your logo, because otherwise people just get confused. Think about some really, really big brands. I've just thought of the fast food chain, McDonald's, primary colors. And they use those primary colors because red and yellow are great for moving people on through. So think carefully about the colors that you are using, maximum of 3. But also the font, the type of font that you are using, the size of the text that you are using, the types of words that you are using. You need to do your research and about the language that you're using so that it matches the language of the people that you're talking to. All of those things. Most important, your headshots right across social media. Clearly you're going to have different photographs of yourself on different marketing places, but your profile picture on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and on your website, everywhere, you should have the same headshot. Don't confuse the people looking for you, wanting to work with you, by having lots of different things. And certainly people get tempted at this time of year. No holidays, no pets, no children. If I'm looking for a business, if I want to know more about you, I want to see who you are. So that headshot, that is absolutely key as well. So like I said, number 1 is consistency in your brand, in your colors, in your language, in your graphics, in your social media headshots. Go and check them out right now. Number 2, you've heard me say this before, I expect. Consistency in who you are talking to. Market to one, sell to many. You can't be using language trying to please everybody. People pleasers, unfortunately, usually fail. You have to be 100% on point with all of your marketing, all of your graphics, all of your text. Know who you are talking to. Just imagine that person standing right in front of you, having a conversation with them. Write as you speak. Don't try and get too formal. If you're not sure, think about your best friend. Think about you, because I know from experience that I do my best work with people like me. You probably do your best work with people like you. That's because we share the same values, the same ideas. Potentially we're in the same age group, similar backgrounds, and all those types of things. So knowing who you are speaking to is also going to be absolutely key in you ensuring that you are building up this client base, that you are getting a steady flow of new clients coming to you. And number three is simplicity. Simplicity in your offer. You may decide to slightly change your offer, but the theme, the niche, the topic, the subject matter must always be the same. And don't go putting out an offer one month and then putting out an offer the next month and then putting a different offer again out after the third month. Tweak by all means, make a couple of changes if you feel that something's really not landing and you have been marketing something for several weeks, but don't change it completely, because if you do that, then there might be somebody watching and all of a sudden it's changed. It's like, oh, flipping heck, I did it. I'm guilty. I'm putting my hands up. Had one thing on my website. Actually, I did have it on my website for several months, and then a client came to me and to talk about something else, and they say, yeah, but I saw, what happened to that other offer, because that sounded really good to me as well. I'm like, oh, crikey. So be very careful about simplifying your offer. Make sure that you haven't got too much on offer, potentially just one thing at a time. By all means, break it down if you're worried about, what people might be able to afford, although don't assume that whether they can afford you or not. If you want to make it break things down, if you've got larger programs to make it easy for people to pay, or if they're not willing to commit potentially for 6 months or a year, all of those types of things, there's another video on that, then by all means break things down. But keep your offer simple. Don't be offering lots and lots of things, because as I said at the beginning, frequently if an offer, I'm going to say, bombs, yes, it might have something to do with the offer, but frequently has to do with the fact that you have not put it out there enough, that you have underestimated how long it really takes for people to acknowledge you and your offer. And as I said, also, number one, your branding, your logo, your colors, if there's too much going on there, people will not be able to build up that trust, build up that potential loyalty. You cannot make that emotional connection with somebody if you are appearing on social media or in your emails as somebody different every time. It simply doesn't work. Think about how you build friendships, how you build relationships. It's that getting to know you. Little bit of a song. I'm not going to do that to you, don't worry. So there we are. Number one, consistency on your brand, your color, your colors, your logo, your text, your graphics, your social media, headshot, everywhere the same. Number two, make sure you know who you are talking to. If you are trying to talk to different people because you think something didn't work in the short term, potentially in the long term, you are going to lose that, being able to build up your client base. And number three is keep things simple. Don't keep changing your offer. Make it very, very easy for people to get to know you, get to say yes. And there is actually a fourth way, a very important fourth way, but I'm saving that for the fabulous women entrepreneurs in my Facebook group. And if you are not there yet, I'd love to invite you to come and join. I'm going to put a link in the comments so that you come on over, just a couple of questions for you to answer, and then you will be in. In between times, if you have enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay fabulous. Loads of love, and bye for now.